mind, I guess that's where they all get stored in some ways. That's what we started this discussion in the morning.
Yeah, that's where they get stored. Yes. So, for example, when you were always talking in terms of expectations of things, then we have a session on cognitive errors in interviewing tomorrow. Stuff like stereotyping, projection, rescuing. So, by talking about these errors, what are we doing essentially?
Trying to overcome the bias.
You are overcoming the bias by shedding the torch of consciousness. And that's why we're talking about it before talking about any skill at all. Because all of that is rendered meaningless without the power of consciousness.
One is also about learning. Because you also said you have to deepen the quality of consciousness. So you also have to better learn on what that you have to do for the consciousness, how will it improve the quality of that. Right? Second, while you also spoke about the other influencing environment system that comes to this, while you do yoga meditation, actually sometimes you have to clear before that kind of a situation which you get in, so your mind frame actually is ready, for you to become more conscious and bring in that much of quality into the entire situation. Maybe I think we have to work on that.
Absolutely, and I think I'm absolutely on the same side as you are. I'm saying that, for example, let's forget meditation and yoga for a minute, right? Let's say if I want to breathe deeply, right? If I want to take a deep breath while I'm in the course of the interview, I'm saying that, can you conduct a fantastic interview with shallow breathing? Is it possible? I think it is possible. For some people it is possible. I'm saying, are the chances of the interview going better when you are breathing deeply, maybe 10, 15, 20% better, perhaps higher? That's all. That's my very limited mandate. And so, in a sense, I think one of the things with the preconscious is, and it's great you brought it up, is that on the face of it, when the preconscious is faced with this, which is an existing solution works 4 on 10, okay, and the preconscious is told, hey, you know what, this is working 6 on 10. The first thing is the preconscious says, get lost. This is not working 10 on 10 or 9 on 10. So we are trying to say that, can we get that 15-20% uptick? Right? That's what it is. Okay. Yes, you wanted to ask something.
Conscious you're talking about 5-15% is standard. Say you have a change of order and things you should do. So do you think that you get more other?
Absolutely. That's why ceteris paribus. Other things remaining constant, it is 5 to 15%. So there might be a day, an odd day where you are brought, something has been brought to bear upon you, and it possibly goes up to 20% or 25%. But so again, there's a rule and there's an exception to the rule. There are always exceptions. Can we lead our life depending upon the exception to the rule? Right? So we lead our life focusing on. So a classic case in point is, if you ask somebody, let's say you're interviewing me, right? And one of the questions you ask me is, Yogesh, how important do you think communication skills are for success at the modern workplace? I'm this over smart guy, and I'm saying, madam, you know what? It's actually not important at all. And you know why I'm telling you this? Manmohan Singh, the Prime Minister of this country, twice over, was not a great communicator. If the Prime Minister doesn't need communication skills and can still be the Prime Minister, I don't need it too. Now, what do you say to something like that? You say nothing. But you understand and appreciate the fact that there's a rule and there's an exception to the rule. Sachin Tendulkar is not the rule. Sachin Tendulkar is the exception to the rule. Lance Armstrong is not the rule. Lance Armstrong is the exception to the rule. And so on and so on. So there will be a day, to answer that, to close the loop, there will be a day when you will be asked upon to be conscious for 20% of the time. But quickly, you will spring back to the 5 to 15% kind of thing.
Is it more of self-awareness, getting to know yourself? Are you talking about that?
Absolutely.
Just completely others.
Yes. Yes.
And that's how conscious you are about yourself, understanding yourself, what you want to do, what are your strengths and things. That only comes, the ways of doing it is through meditation or through
Yes.
force.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and
Whatever works for you.
that free mind or whatever.
So I'm just hoping that in the 20 minutes that you spent talking about this, at the end of this 20 minutes, this was the subject of my thesis in PhD, so it takes 5 years, right? So try to do that in 20 minutes, like he said in the morning, give us information in bite-sized pieces. So my purpose, and I'd like to understand from you if that has been done in the last 20 minutes or 25 minutes, is that do we have a 5% increase or a 10% increase or a 2% increase in understanding of the way the human brain works?
Yes.
Right? In that there is a conscious, in that there is a subconscious, in that there is a preconscious. Yesterday you might have reacted with somebody or responded in a certain way, and you must have done it in all goodness. Today, with this information, can you look back and say, you know what, maybe that was my subconscious, maybe that was my preconscious, maybe that is my conditioning which is force of. Are we able to do that? A slightly higher volume, yeah, will certainly help. Yes. Yes. Super. Okay, so that done, I would like to speak about the first skill. So we're talking about 10 skills. Why 10 skills? Why not 11 skills? Why not 9 skills? Take all of this with a pinch of salt. Okay, if you put 10 essential interviewing skills on Google, you'll get some other thing, some conflict things. This is just 10 skills which I know. That's all. Right? First skill we'd like to speak about is context. What is context? Think. You're conducting an interview. You have all of 20 minutes, 15 minutes, you are on the phone, you are on a VC. Girish was saying that most of these guys who come in are being recruited at a much lower level. They, perhaps, for all you know, they don't even know what is the meaning of context. Right? And it says nothing about them, right? What is the meaning of context? So that's the what of context which you want to answer. Why is context important, which you want to answer, and then finally we want to say how is it that we can set effective context. So, question number 1, what is context? All matter. Okay, all matter is context. You are giving me competition for being esoteric. Expectation, okay.
Context is the role, I guess.
Context is
Interview role.
interview role, okay. What is context?
Are you clear about
Yeah.
your role and have you set the context in terms of your requirement?
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
A framework of how you want to deal with that particular
Right, right.
There is a framework for it.
Okay. This is what Krishna said.
Pre-planning.
It's pre-planning.
Preparedness.
Preparedness. Expectations. Okay.
Giving clarity and guide on what is your work.
All right. If it is something that is obvious, right, and as is the case, it's fairly obvious. Why put it as the motherhood right on top as that the first thing we want to focus upon is context?
This goes wrong when looking.
Okay, sure.
Prioritize.
Okay. The reason it is at the top, the why of it is because the right is necessarily not equal to the real. Every question has got two answers at one level. And you like binaries, my friend.
Yes.
So every question has two answers. The right answer and the real answer. What is this? It is the right answer that every interview should begin with context setting. That's the right answer. Is it a real answer? Question?
No.
No. Not necessarily. How do we know that? Okay.
That's the way, consider that that is supposed to be right. How do you know that's the real?
You know it is real when you do it, and you know it is not real when you don't do it, or when you don't see it being done.
So when things get right, it becomes real.
When things get done, they get real. When things get the right is, for example, just to make it simpler, the right is things like what should be, what must be, etc., etc. Real is what is. Got it? I said the context for context.
Maybe you are setting that right. So you also talk about it in the context setting, is why you brought this point. She had a question, so thank you.
And then I'm unable to relate.
You're unable to relate to this. So what we are saying is that the first skill, or one of the skills of being able to conduct an effective interview, is the ability to set the context.
So what exactly is the context in an interview?
So what exactly is the context in an interview? So it can be one of the many things. For example, it can be like somebody was saying, spending the first 30 seconds, 1 minute talking about what's going to happen in the course of the interview. So I say, for example, I'm coming in for the interview, Krishna is interviewing me. He can sit me down, small talk with me, and start asking me questions. It's a perfectly fine way of doing it. Or he can sit me down, make me comfortable. He tells me what is in store for me. What is that I can expect out of this interaction. So for example, the difference between context and no context is where I say, Sunita, if you have questions, you can please ask me at the end of the session. When I do that, I'm anticipating the fact that you may have questions. And I'm asking you to put it in the bar and wait until the interaction is over. Setting the context sets the stage for a smooth operation of the interview. So, in a sense, you tell them what you are going to tell them. You tell them what you are going to tell them. That's just one example. Let me ask around the class. So, what is an example of context setting? If I can crowdsource. Veterans, interview veterans. What is an example of all American snipers? Right?
So I can set the context by saying that, why don't you introduce yourself for the first 15 seconds on your personal, professional experiences, and then we go on to the domain.
Absolutely. So that's part of the context
and we
setting.
finish this by another 30 minutes.
So, defining the roadmap in every way that is possible, that this interaction is going to go for the next 20 minutes. Now, the thing is, the reason why some of us may think that obviously this is the case, why am I stressing so much on it? My reply to it is, it would be funny, if not as ridiculous it is, the number of times this is not done.
I would maybe I would quote an example.
Sure.
We were actually doing an interview last evening, last day. So we were actually setting the context to the interview, saying that we were looking out for a CSM profile at this particular place. The role will be this is what we told. During that context setting, the interview we told, sorry sir, I'm interested in only this particular location. I don't want to go to that place. There is the interview.
There, you saved yourself 20 minutes.
No, I have a bit of a different view.
Sure.
So which is why I keep stressing, which is fine. So it may be the context here is that from his standpoint it may have been a bit irrelevant.
Okay.
which is right. So he had every reason not to take the interview forward. But also in such cases, there may be cases where the person could be appropriate for some other
role, yeah.
role or some other location for that.
Sure. No, he said, except for Trichy, he said very precisely, except for Trichy, I'm not even willing to come. If it is Bangalore, then probably I'll visit it.
Now, okay, I want to draw the attention of the team to this. Now, this conversation is what we call as going out of context. No, so on a more serious note, you see, and if you let this be, in about 30 seconds time, all of us will be on Apollo 13 going to Mars. The importance of context, just to sort of close that loop, is that the simplest things are sometimes. So, can you see the tip of your nose?
No.
It's right here, right? That's good. It's right here, you cannot see it. It's right in front of you. The most obvious thing, but it is not done. I can show you, so we have these, when we do open programs, we actually, for a videograph, people are conducting these interviews. Most interviews begin like this. Hi, I'm Yogesh. I lead the operations team at Standard Chartered Bank. You know why you're here, right? So you've been obviously told about this. WhatsApp says, yes, of course. Yeah. Let's get started. This, whatever. And then tell me about yourself, etc. All of that. I'm not for a moment debating the effectiveness of that alternative. All I'm saying is, by setting the context, you make life simpler for yourself as well as for the interviewee for those 20, 30 minutes.
This context is giving the question paper to the person who's coming in. Point number one. Point number two is what I've always noticed is when I go for interviews in some big MNCs, the job description, the role what you're working on is clearly explained to them before they come in for the interview. Okay. So what happens to the candidate is very well prepared on the points which is going to come in. And clearly comes and says, yes, knows the expectation of this interview. Instead of saying on that particular day, when he comes in saying that, hope you saw the JD, it has all become a tick mark activity. We have sent the JD and you've seen it and things. Have you explained that whole piece before itself so that he is passionate to come and take his role? So, that's
absolutely. So, am I saying that you need to? Is that what you're saying, that you need to explain to him in great detail what was there in the JD, or do any of the? So, totally with you in all that you're saying. Having said that, today all of us knew that we were going to speak about interviewing skills. Alright. Hopefully you got the brochure, you know what is in, objectives, everything is there. What happens if I say, alright team, first thing we will speak about is context. Imagine at 9:30 today, good morning, and say, we are here for an interviewing skills class. The first thing I want to speak today is context. What's going on? You know why we are here. You've been given the content. Everything. It's all there. It does not mean that I will repeat everything that there was on the brochure. It is that I will do a quick recap to check for very obvious gaps that there may be at that. That's all.
So what my experience is, even if you, before that, before the interview itself, if the role is clearly explained to that person and give him time for him to prepare. Yes, this is the role what you're going to get into. These are the things what we look at for you to get into this particular job, attitude, blah blah blah, and you have to give some situation example for this. If you tell him that, then he is very much prepared for the interview, and clearly we can decide whether he is the right candidate or not. But what happens is, when you start asking situational questions, when he is in the interview, he starts thinking. And after finishing the interview, goes out and thinks, oh shit, I should give this answer. It's not out of the first 2, 3 answers what I have for this situation, I didn't give the best one. I got the second one because of my question. So,
Sure. So, certainly it is not handing him the question paper, Krishna.
yeah.
It's not handing him the question paper. But it is, so I'm not handing it, but I am having the question paper in front of me, to use the same analogy, and giving him some understanding of the kind of questions, what are the 1 mark questions, what are the 5 mark questions, what are the 20 mark questions that are in store for this person. So the difference is very subtle, and certainly you are absolutely right. I don't want to give him the question mark, the question paper, definitely not. But I want to tell him what is in store. Also, everything that you say, that in terms of give him understanding about what the job is, what is it going to require him to do, that is from a job perspective. I am here not even going up till the job. I am saying maybe at the end of the interview you decide not to hire the person. Here the context setting is not for the job, the context setting is for the interview. The context setting is only for the interview. That in the next 20 minutes, this is how it is going to pan out. Make sense? Doesn't make sense? Perfectly or it doesn't make sense. I'll go change it.
Makes sense. I'm not technical, or rather, I have a different point.
Sure.
I can decide not to have the context in the beginning of the meeting itself. For example, what is that I need to ensure I need to make the candidate comfortable.
Sure.
That he is able to give out his best.
Okay.
Now, in line with the what am I interviewing the person for? Not that he's speaking well, he's whatever. I just want, we are interviewing whatever set the person to actually come here and work and perform something, right? No, maybe the job is a really stress-related job or a stressful job. So probably I may want to see how a person is reacting in a way. That's how we actually do. We actually do sort of a role modeling or whatever, just to see how he reacts in a way. So I need not do a context setting in the beginning. I have to make a person feel comfortable to perform well. That's all. I don't have to say that in the next 15 minutes, this is what we're going to do, this is what I can probably write. That could be a style of probably bringing out the best or worst in a person, depending on a situation.
Used to be a part of our
16%. Is that right?
Yeah.
Can we just have a quick chat? Can we just have a quick chat?
Yeah.
Just give me 15 seconds.
I have to make them comfortable. I don't have to tell what to do in 30 minutes.
Then only you can real so much. That is what is real. Right and real is right.
So, Sunita, what you are saying, this part of making him comfortable, I'm just using the word context. So, context, I said to make him comfortable. That's all.
So context cannot be meaningless. Now making him comfortable is have a coffee. How did you travel here? That could be making him comfortable. Context means you are here. I am from finance. My name is Sunita. This is who. This is what we are here for. See, I'll tell you what. If a person is coming into an interview, like Krishna said, they are given the job description. CVs are made for job descriptions. Even if you are not doing it, there is someone else who is going to do it for you. So by the time the consultant gives, trust me, what we see on the CV and even the first line what the person speaks is completely contradictory to each other. Personally, we've gone through in all the interviews. Fine. Now, I don't think so. This context setting, if a person is not absolutely knowing what he's coming in for, I'm really having my doubts whether he's actually serious about the role. That is what I feel. So I will make steps I will take steps to ensure that I'm making him comfortable, but I don't think so whether context setting in the beginning of the meeting is relevant. Is my
Sure.
point.
Okay.
What will happen if you don't do this? My mother.
Sir,
அப்படிலாம் கேட்கவே இல்லை.
So she's only listening to you. She's not listening to you.
So what will happen if you set a contest? What is wrong in setting a contest?
it's not necessary.
comfortable or do we have another?
Not necessary.
So what will happen if you set a contest?
Or a CS job, for example, or a CS job or sales in Manchuria, he has to work under high pressure. So we also need to know how do you work under pressure. It's a very typical question we ask. Now, are we seeing it?
So I'm not going to tell him that I will check you for pressure, Sunita.
No,
That is a direct question.
My point is, the customers could be extremely rude. So I can also assess him how he's behaving with me and how he's actually handling the situation.
That can be done.
There will be more of an exception, which is what he kept
So
saying.
couple of things, Sunita, for what it is worth, and I'd like to close the loop on this and move on to the next point. So, couple of things. One is, you're absolutely right, all of us have been into interviews where the candidate is not is not serious, and what he's saying is contradiction to what is right. I'm just saying, in a box of apples, there will be a couple of rotten apples. Are you going to judge the rest of the apples because a couple of apples are rotten? I don't think that's the way to do it. That's, to me, the exception to the rule. That's point number one. Point number two, by setting the context, and this is in line with what you're saying, I'm setting the context because the human mind likes certainty. I want to know what is in store for me over the next 20 minutes. I'm not saying I will check you for pressure, I will see if you can work under timelines. I'm not saying all of that. I'm saying 20 minutes we have. Alright, in these 20 minutes, I would like you to first talk about your professional experience. Then I'd like to see if I'd like to speak to you about some of the key critical competencies for this job. Refer to the JD, etc. That's all. A quick recap. So for example, if somebody was to ask you tomorrow when you go back, right? Tell me what happened in the workshop. Will you take an 8-hour workshop to tell him what happened in the workshop? That's it. A quick trailer, teaser of what is going to follow. When you want to watch the movie, when you've seen the teaser, right? That's all. That's really it.
And also shows who's the boss there. No, I set a context. I'm saying that this is
Yes,
I want to
absolutely.
talk. Or else you give it to him, he will start off with saying professional, then he'll come back to family life, then he'll say I have a preference in location here. If you have a context, then you like the flow, you set the context and the flow follows the way you want it to.
I think what would help is if you could give few more examples.
Of context.
Yeah.
What is the
Where
right
it also then becomes very critical, just to add to what you just said is, so here we are talking about, at the end of these 25-30 minutes, we're going to be assessing behaviors, right? And these are not white and black, like you said. These have to, it needs a certain environment where it can flourish and we're able to assess them. I think certainly this context setting becomes fairly critical there. Because there setting, like you say, human mind likes certainty. It puts people into comfort, it puts them at ease, and that in turn, we hope will ensure they brings out the best in them. And it makes our own assessment far more accurate.
Right, so what I'd like, in answer to what Trisha is saying, maybe someone, why don't you talk about 1 or 2 cases, right, where we can set the context for a certain role in the first 2 or 3 minutes. Just so that some of us get that carried. Any examples where?
Yeah, I've got a couple of examples.
Sure.
See what happened initially during my days when I take a role for CSMs or ASMs. What will happen is if I don't set a context, I found that the discussion goes haywire. There is no clarity on what I want to get out of the person. He starts off with on his right note, or else he wants the way he wants to speak. Interview always gets like that, no? The more you put it on a CV, the more questions he'll ask. The lesser you give, the more the questions will come down, and he will take over me the way he wants to present it. So when I started putting context in that, you have exactly 45 minutes. And this is the way I want you to. You can start off with your family, your education background, and then you can start off with your previous experiences and some of the background. Then the flow is also towards what I want the flow to be, and some of the points which he might not even prepared, it will also come out. I can ask to probe more into that. And those guys which I've selected, I've seen it in reality, they are more flourishing in the.
Yes.
Sometimes it will take time also it will take more. Because without contest, if you go for an interview, if you are taking an interview, time management also is important. Because what Vinod said, because you speak about experience and then more things will
be. Absolutely. So when we said in the morning, we said we want to come up here, we want to speak about what constitutes a perfect interview, what are the challenges, what are expectations and offerings. I am giving specific elements where we want to focus. Instead of that, if I come and tell you that, let's do an exercise team, come and tell us what you think about interviews. We just spray in different directions. The closest analogy, Trisha, and see if this speaks to